Welcome back. You're watching Midcap Bazaar. We have the management of Zensar Technology now joining us. That's the stock for you, up about 2.5%. Ganesh Natharajan, Deputy Chairman and MD of Zensar Technology, joins us to talk about the recent partnering that they've done with Google to offer apps to retail and other sectors. Thanks very much for joining us, Ganesh. Ganesh, just to get started, of course, this is good news coming in for your company. Take us through what this alliance is all about and what it means for your company.
See, what it means is because over the last few years, we've been very strongly focused on enterprise applications. And today, if you look at any company anywhere in the world, what they look for is extensions to cloud, mobility, social media, etc. And Google, of course, is the #1 player in that space. So we've been speaking with Google for quite some time. And what this really means is that we will be able to not only have the latest technology available to us for our own implementation, but also work with customers in the manufacturing and retail sector across Asia Pacific and help them to embrace these technologies. So it's very significant for us because this is the future and we'll be right at the leading edge of it in partnership with Google.
Ganesh, also, what does this mean in terms of business for you? So going ahead with this, of course, partnering that you've done with Google, what is the sort of revenue generation, business growth that you can probably target in the future?
See, it's a little premature to comment on that, but we do expect that over the next couple of years, most corporates, in fact, we've already been speaking to retailers in the UK and many of our manufacturing clients, particularly in the US, Silicon Valley, etc. And most of them are now looking at how can they embrace new technology, both in the business-to-business and business-to-consumer space. So I would expect that at least 20 to 25% of our business going forward will be cloud-related. And this gives us the opportunity to provide a comprehensive suite of services, right, from consulting, what we call stepping stones to the cloud, and also training as well as helping to people to implement and the change management associated with that. So I think it's significant. I mean, I would expect to drive at least 200 to 250 crores of business in the next 15 to 18 months through this partnership and really helping us to take the lead position in this space.
Right, Ganesh, in terms of how is business looking? Are you sort of, what is the demand picture, if I can ask you that, in terms of technology and services panning out? Are you sort of witnessing or feeling the heat of the sort of slowdown that we're talking in the global marketplace and the concerns in the Eurozone or the US for that matter?
Yeah, I'm just back from almost 3 weeks meeting clients in the US and Europe. And quite honestly, there's no real concern because our focus verticals are manufacturing, retail, insurance and healthcare, and not so much financial services. So there's no real immediate impact. In fact, most of our clients have been talking about continuing to spend going forward. There will be some delays in discretionary projects. I mean, if somebody were planning a huge, maybe an ERP implementation, that might get pushed out. But if you look at almost 80% of our business is what we call lights-on computing, which is non-discretionary. And in these areas, we don't expect any delays whatsoever. So I think for the next 12 to 15 months, nothing to worry about. Beyond that, nobody can really call how 2013 will look like.
Ganesh, are you confident that you'll be able to meet your guidance? Because I know you had given a guidance of about 1,600 odd crores for the year.
Oh, absolutely. We're very much on track to not only meet but exceed our guidance for revenues. In fact, we did 408 crores in the second quarter. So clearly doing upwards of 1,650 crores is on the card. And this is something we're very confident about.
Right. Good luck, Ganesh, with business going. And that was, of course, Ganesh Natharajan of Zensar Technology. Companies going places, stocks on fire, now up nearly 4%. We started talking to the management a couple of minutes ago when the stock was up 2%, but now at the day's 7% again. I'm not really sure what's going on, but the stock has spiked up in the last 10 to 20 odd seconds, targeting revenues of 200 odd crores in the next 12 to 18 months. And like Ganesh said, no concerns on of course, the guidance being met. In fact, they're very confident that they will exceed the guidance that had been set out by the company. We'll step in a quick break, but in the meantime, Diwan Housing, another company that's doing exceptionally well on the markets today, up about 10%.